Maritime Silk Road. President Xi's vision, then as now, was to see the extraordinary promise in pursuing common development and prosperity for all. Today, more than 150 countries and over 30 international organizations have signed cooperation agreements with China in collective pursuit of this Belt and Road all-embracing initiative. That, ladies and gentlemen, has set in motion more than 3,000 cooperation projects, nearly $1 trillion in investment towards a multiplicity of national landmarks, bilateral developments, and livelihood issues and initiatives. Collectively, they account for about 40% of the global GDP and 45% of the world's merchandise trade. Hong Kong is determined to embrace the vast promise of the Belt and Road. The Hong Kong SL government is redoubling efforts to serve as the Belt and Road's functional platform. Under the unique one country, two systems principle, Hong Kong is bestowed with the strong support of our country and long-standing global connections. Hong Kong is an important conduit between mainland China and the world. We are expanding our cooperation with Belt and Road partners in a wide range of areas, from trade and investment, innovation and technology, to infrastructure development and many more, for the common good, for the common prosperity of our people and peoples everywhere. Hong Kong is your ideal Belt and Road center. The opportunities begin here, on the doorstep of mainland China, in particular, the Greater Bay Area. The GBA is a cluster city development that counts the special administrative regions of Hong Kong and Macau and 9 other cities in southern China. The GBA boasts an affluent consumer-led population of more than 86 million. The combined GDP of the GBA's 11 cities has surpassed $1.9 trillion last year. That is equivalent to the 10th largest economy in the world. More than 260 delegates representing over 35 state-owned enterprises from mainland China have joined this year's summit. They will take part in project investment and business sessions throughout today and tomorrow. I urge you to make full use of the opportunity to understand from them the enormous development potential of our country. I also encourage you to capitalize on Hong Kong's world-class financing, as well as our professional services support, crucial for business and project development. Here, you can find the partners you need: risk management, legal and dispute resolution services, agricultural and infrastructure management, INT offerings, and much more. Wherever in the world your Belt and Road projects are planned and realized. That includes the Middle East and ASEAN, 2 regions to which I led high-level business delegations to visit earlier this year. The visits illustrate our deepening collaboration with Belt and Road partners, and it's good to see that many of the friends we made on the two trips are here with us today. More than building partnerships and friendships, Hong Kong delegates entered into some 50 MOUs and letters of intent during the visits. That underlines the unlimited potential of the regions and their countries, and our mutually strong desire for growth and prosperity. These MOUs cover a wide range of areas, from managing a dry port and logistics zone in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to the establishment of an international office of the Dubai Chambers here in Hong Kong. Saudi Arabia's Future Investment Initiative Institute will host its first Priority Asia Summit right here in Hong Kong in December. If you have a keen interest in INT, in Saudi Arabia, and in its Vision 2030 blueprint, I want to add, and you want to see, that the summit is in your calendar to happen. And of course, you're off to a great start here when it comes to exploring opportunities with Middle East partners. Later this morning, Christopher Hui, our Secretary for Financial Services and the Treasury, will chair a policy dialogue tapping into the potential of the Middle East. The high-powered panel will include honorable ministers and senior officials from Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. Our first Middle East Forum gets going tomorrow morning with business intelligence and insight from senior Middle East government officials and corporate leaders. And there's more, including a special finance chapter spotlighting Hong Kong as a capitalist and capital-raising hub for the Middle East, ASEAN, and beyond. Hong Kong is, let me add, strengthening financial ties with Dubai, exchanging an MOU on financial cooperation at this summit. As for ASEAN, during my visit to Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore in July, the leaders of each country reaffirmed their support for Hong Kong's accession to RCEP, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. RCEP, the world's largest free trade agreement, covers a market of some 2.2 billion people. That's almost a third of the world's population, that accounts for nearly 28% of the global trade. Premier Li Qiang, speaking at the ASEAN +3 summit last week, reaffirmed the central government's strong support to Hong Kong's bid to join RCEP. We are committed to bringing important value to RCEP by fostering regional cooperation with member economies. The Belt and Road is also an important catalyst for green development. The Hong Kong SAR government is committed to a green future. We are focused on green financing, including the issuing of green bonds, as well as building ESG awareness. Hong Kong Exchange, late last year, launched Core Climate. The international carbon marketplace connects capital with climate-related products and opportunities in Hong Kong, the mainland, the rest of Asia, and beyond. Hong Kong and the mainland, I'm delighted to add, are exchanging 2 environmental MOUs at this summit. One on water quality management, the other on environmental and meteorological monitoring. Hong Kong will also exchange today an environmental protection MOU with Sri Lanka. Looking ahead, I will be promoting Hong Kong to more Belt and Road countries and regions, from Central Asia to Eastern Europe and Africa, and to other economies that are keen to connect with Hong Kong and our country. Ladies and gentlemen, Hong Kong is a Belt and Road superhighway. We connect and add value to businesses and people, and all the projects that come along. We also promote the exchange of cultures and peoples through a variety of projects and initiatives, including the Belt and Road Scholarship. To date, more than 430 outstanding young people from over 30 countries have benefited from this fund, pursuing undergraduate and postgraduate studies in Hong Kong. Over the next 2 days, some 150 young people from Hong Kong and other Belt and Road economies will join this summit's youth chapter. They will be our youth ambassadors, a big boost to our people-to-people exchange in the younger generation. Last but not least, my thanks to the Central People's Government for its continuing support towards this summit. I'm grateful also to the Hong Kong Trade Development Council for organizing this summit together with the Hong Kong SAR government. I wish all the best of business at the 8th Belt and Road Summit and a memorable stay in Hong Kong. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, the Chief Executive, for the opening address. Please be seated. 谢谢行政长官，请回座。As what the Chief Executive mentioned, welcome to Hong Kong. Welcome to the 2023 Belt and Road Summit, which promises to be particularly special one. So we would also like to take this opportunity to remind all of you to visit the exhibition area, whereas the Hong Kong zone, the Mainland Pavilion, the Middle East Pavilion, the Global Investment Zone, and our subtax zone to meet Hong Kong's world-class service providers and project owners from the Belt and Road countries. Our exhibitors will also share their insights and project highlights in open forum at Hall Yi next to the exhibition area. The sponsors and partners in the exhibition area will be delighted to discuss with you to explore potential business and investment opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is the opening keynote speech by Mr. Ding Xuexiang, Vice Premier of the State Council of the People's Republic of China. Let's hear from the Vice Premier. 现在我们有请中华人民共和国国务院副总理丁薛祥先生为我们致开幕主旨演讲。
尊敬的各位嘉宾、女士们、先生们、朋友们，大家好！很高兴出席香港第8届“一带一路”高峰论坛。首先，我谨代表中国政府对论坛的召开表示热烈祝贺，对各位嘉宾表示诚挚欢迎。2013年秋天，习近平主席提出共建“一带一路”倡议，今年是10周年。10年来，我们秉持共商共建共享原则，坚持开放、绿色、廉洁理念，努力实现高标准、可持续、惠民生目标。共建“一带一路”取得了丰硕成果。中国与180多个国家和国际组织签署了200多份共建“一带一路”合作文件，构建了广泛的朋友圈。我们携手建设中老铁路、雅万高铁、比雷埃夫斯港等一批标志性项目。中欧班列通达欧洲25个国家的217个城市。我们深入开展教育、科学、文化、体育、 旅游等领域合作，打造一批小而美民生工程，通民心、达民意、惠民生，探索了促进共同发展的新路子。